Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about Terra Luna Classic is always giving you your daily update as a validator. It is our duty to do so, but not really. I mean, it's just literally me just going over the news. There's a couple things I actually wanted to touch base on in terms of concerns people had. And in general, my thoughts on them and how resilient Terra Luna Classic has been throughout this Bitcoin drop and rise. So if this is content you want to watch, subscribe, let's get into it. Now I want to start this video by just going after things, right? We're gonna start with a little bit about the Terra Luna Classic stake supply. If you didn't know though, we do have staking on Terra Luna Classic. I've actually had people come up to me and be like, well, is this kind of like Anchor Protocol on how it was before? No, it's not at all like how Anchor Protocol was before. It's literally just regular staking. I mean, it's as simple as, you have an Oracle pool with a bunch of tokens in it. And then whoever stakes it just splits in between all of them. And that's the most sustainable way to do things. It's just rug-proof. It's very safe. Of course, the issue that we're running into is that the Oracle, it does have the opportunity to just deplete, right? If there's no replenishing of tokens, then we run out of tokens, right? To split between everybody. So, we do need to at some point fix that issue. Thing people have kind of been asking is about the stake supply. We've actually seen this kind of stall out around the 950-ish billion mark, which is the law. I mean, that's 13.9% of the supply, almost 14%. But I mean, it's clear as day that this is kind of stalling out lately. And the reason is because of the APR on Terra Luna Classic. The APR versus the price movement hasn't really been translating. Usually see a lot of people stake when the price begins to move up. Because people are a lot more comfortable with Terra Luna Classic. People become uncomfortable right now because of the SEC news and because of several other, news catalysts that may be coming up that they just don't want to be a part of, which I think is perfectly fine. People are at the end of the day, at their own fruition, available to stake if they want to or not, which I think is cool. Hopefully we hit 1 trillion stakes soon because guess what? The more people that end up staking their Terra Luna Classic equals the less the circularity supply, at least for 21 days. Right, that's the actual staking period. If you stake and then you decide to unstake, you have to wait 21 days to get your tokens back. So, in essence, anything that's staked right now on Terra Luna Classic is out of the circulating supply, out of the trading supply for 21 days trade. So if we pumped 300 million% one day, and then we went down 300 million% the other day, nobody that has staked will be able to take advantage of any of that. Right? So it's important to know this because it's just good to stake. It generally is. And the best thing in the ecosystem to do right now is also to stake. There's been some people talking about DAPs and these other things. I would be like, okay, when this actually ends up coming out, I'll be excited for it until that actually ends up happening. I'll have my doubts. And so something I saw that was quite an interesting was a big reason to worry for the Terra Luna Classic community. This was from this random website called CoinGate, and it was the Terra Luna Classic community has failed to burn significant LUNC tokens this week, as part of the commitment to remove tokens from the turtle circulating supply. A Terra Luna Classic community has burned only 5 million LUNC tokens this week, losing the focus to burn in the absence of crypto exchange, Binance's monthly LUNC burn mechanism, and they're saying we burn 5 million, but every single day we've been burning 30 to around 70 million depending on volume. Which of course isn't a lot. Past week, we're pretty much at not really that much, but guess what? It's probably going to be like this for a while. I think the burn narrative has kind of weakened over time. And that's in due part because of the lack of decentralized applications in the ecosystem. I've seen people kind of voicing that, we are in a meme coin at the end of the day, we are an actual layer 1. And so it's really important to actually get DAPs out there to have utility, which is one of the reasons that I'm working with Terra Port Finance. It's one of the reasons that, Toxic Labs is doing things and there are several other players doing it, but guess what? This is a community-run project. Things aren't going to move as fast as maybe a project that just gets a $100 million in funding out of nowhere. We have to make these without a lot of money. And it's kind of ironic because the blockchain's actually worth $1 billion, but the actual projects being funded, they're struggling to even raise $1 million, right? So, it's going to be really interesting to how these projects actually launch, because if they can launch and actually get some of that $1 billion market cap, then I could see the long-term success of Terra Classic making sense because, at the end of the day, we need to have utility on our blockchain. Like we need utility on this blockchain to be able to consider our future for which is coming. I mean, the hope is that it's coming, right? But at the end of the day, you know, people just stake, people just promote lunk. People are just really excited for the asset and overall, like that's kind of the update on Terra Luna Classic for today. So if you want to support a validator, as always, 27.8 billion. We have auto restaking, you make extra words and etc, etc. But this is your daily update on Terra Luna Classic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay safe, and that's all.